Yesterday on our show, I took Sheldon a bet, and I said that the market would carry on going up. He said the market's going to go down. Let me tell you, that was the last time I take a bet with a sniper, because this guy is spot on every single time. So today we need to find out whether indeed the market is going to continue to go down. And if we are holding altcoins, is it time to be selling or buying a whole lot more? And for that, I've got my sniper with me. Welcome back, guys. I'm Crypto Man Run, and I come to you every day with my sniper, Sheldon. We come to you guys every day and bring you crypto love and crypto wisdom and crypto calls. And hopefully today we get a whole lot of calls. Hopefully also today we've got a whole lot of, we're going to understand exactly where this market is actually going, because even though I doubted Sheldon yesterday, I can tell you I'm not going to doubt him again. It looks to me like he called it spot on. He told us, he said the Bitcoin dominance was going to go slightly up. He said that Bitcoin was going to come down and the alts were going to come down with it. Now, the big question that we all have is whether we should be selling our alts, whether this cycle is going to carry on for more than just a few days, when we can expect the next bounce. And so for that, we got Sheldon, our sniper, to guide us along the way. Just before we get into the show, if this is your first time here, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Fred, when can we change this tile to make it more like vibrant, bro? Tomorrow. Okay, Freddie says we're going to change the tile tomorrow. But no jokes. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell button. So the reason you're hitting the bell button is because that bell button is going to tell you when we're coming to you guys live. And we're going to come to you guys live a lot. Every time something happens in this market, and a lot is happening in this market. Because we are in the later stages of the bull market, where the parabola gets quite erratic, where the volatility gets much bigger. You need to know when we're coming on, because it's not going to be every day at the same time, because that's not when the trades are going to happen. So when you hit that bell button, not only do you know when we're coming on, but also you enter yourselves into the biggest crypto giveaway in history. It's called the Banter Bags giveaway. We took $10,000. We invested it in pre-market allocations, the same pre-market allocations that you couldn't get your hands onto. And these tokens are doing 10x, 50x, 100x, some of them even 500x. And when we get to 250,000 subscribers, which is going to be very, very, very soon. Fred, how many subscribers have we got, bro? So we've got 155,000 subscribers. On Friday, we had 130,000 subscribers. So these banter bags are going to be given away pretty soon. And you guys actually have to decide, do you want us to give it away to 3 people, 10 people, or 100 people? You tell us. We're going to give away the bags when we get to 250,000 subscribers. How do you enter? Simple. Sit on your sofa, hit the like, subscribe, comment, share the video. You share the video, you get 2 entries. Follow me on Twitter, Crypto Man Run. Follow Sheldon on Twitter, Sheldon_sniper. All those things get you free entries into the banter bags. So even though you may not be making a lot of money on the markets these days, or certainly for the last 2 days, you can always make money on the banter bags. Simple. Where else do you get a channel that is going to give away millions of dollars to its subscribers? And actually today, we got you guys another allocation in the banter bags. That allocation is the allocation for Charlie 3. Now, for those of you who don't know what Charlie 3 is, this is the Oracle solution that's being built on Cardano. It's being launched by the CardStarter platform. So, you know, we've been talking a lot about this new launch pad on Cardano called CardStarter. Well, they are launching their first project, and it's called Charlie 3. It's an Oracle play on the Cardano network. And we got you guys $1,000 allocation of Charlie 3 in the banter bag. So remember now, we've maxed out the 10K. And so now what we're doing is we're starting to sell a little bit of each allocation to be able to get more money so that we can keep investing in more things. Because when we give away the banter bags, I want you guys to walk away with a packet of money. And you know what we're going to do after we give away the banter bags? We're going to start a new banter bags. So just keep watching the channel. Just stay subscribed to the channel. It's the easiest way to make money in a bull market or in a bear market. And we are here to walk you through the bull market and the bear market. And so speaking of bear market, well, one red candle does not a bear market make, or does it? That's what we need to ask our sniper. Sheldon, welcome back, my friend.
How's it going, buddy?
Sheldon, can I just say, I'm going to take you out for lunch today, because I'm going to eat humble pie. We're going to go out and you can eat chicken. I'm going to eat humble pie, because I said to you yesterday, there's no way that this market's coming down. And you said to me, no, buddy, it's coming down. It's going to test the old levels. This all happened way too quickly. Tell me what happened.
Awesome, buddy. Yeah, I think the biggest thing from it around is it's been here too many times. I've experienced this many times. So one thing that we do realize, especially, we thought we did bounce back quite strongly, but firstly, the big problem was this big green candle that formed in the 4 hour. We didn't engulf that red candle, meaning that we were showing a fight back, but it wasn't enough fight back. And the problem was, if we look at volume and we go see what was happening with volume, was when we were trailing downwards, big volume in, okay? And the fact that we started then, we bounced in the market, big volume came in, we hit a big wick candle, and then we started going up. What was happening to volume? It was going down, and that's a problem, man. We always need volume to be back in the momentum, in whichever momentum we be moving in the market. So if we're trading upwards, we need volume to be trading upwards. We need to see that there is interest coming in from the market, and because the volume was trading downwards and we were getting these small candles, was just showing that we were just not there yet for that zone. Now, to add where we are sitting with the market, guys, the low that we made the other night when we had the big shocker red candle that came out of nowhere, that is still the low that I say that we are going to hold. I just said that we're going to range in the zone, and it's very likely that we're going to come back to those zones again to capture liquidity. I also said that I don't predict us to come as low as where we went, but definitely in that zone. It was too quick, not enough liquidity was bought at that zone. So they like to bring the price back to that zone so they can buy the rest of those levels and then get its way up.
Sheldon, can I make a suggestion? Your microphone, just change your mic setting. Currently, you're feeding off your laptop mic. Go into your headphone mic. Just change it on the application. It just makes your sound quality a lot better. Guys, while he is doing that, give us some love. Smash that like, smash the subscribe button. Let's break this algorithm. Let's try beat yesterday's record. I think yesterday on this show, Fred, we had 11,000 people, 10,000 people. We had 11,000 people on our show yesterday. Let's try and break that algorithm and break that now. How do you do it? You smash the like, you share this content. That's when people, you spread the love and you tell people about the show. And then YouTube, who is, no, Sheldon, just click on the echo. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's it. Just go back to your StreamYard setting. Okay, let's just in the top one where it says mic. So just it would be your communications mic. There we go. Just drop it one.
That one over there? Oh.
No, let's try the other one. It would be.
There we go.
No, we can't hear you.
Check it now. Stop.
Okay, just count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I guess that would work. All right, cool. Let's carry on, my man.
Okay, apologize, guys. We will work on that to get some clearer sound out there. Okay, so where we're sitting with Bitcoin, still great. I'm glad we came down to those zones, which is good. And we could see the bigger part that happened this time was we had big increase of volume the first time we dropped. We had some volume come yesterday, but that volume is starting to slow down, which is good. So the main thing I just want to see us is start getting some volume back. But as this trend line sort of gives us a time frame on where Bitcoin can actually hover in these sort of levels. So anywhere between the 50,000 and the 56, 57,000, this is where I see us hovering here for the next 2-3 days. Definitely in the zone, and then we will start getting momentum back. It was a big shock. It was a scare to everyone in the market. So this does take some time, but that is the main low that I'm happy to keep. And I don't, this is where I see us not going below. I don't even see us getting to that low again. I think the lows we have set in from today is more or less the lows that we're going to be getting. Maybe the 52,500 sort of zone. So don't be surprised to just see it hover in the zone. And what it is going to do is this choppiness. It's going to go to 57. It's going to come to 53. It's going to go to 57, come to 53. That is good. We are calming down in the market. Remember what we said around sideways is good. So Bitcoin is healthy. I'm happy with what it's doing. It's just going to take a bit of time in the zone on where we're sitting. And then obviously the break of that next trend, which will probably come in the next 3-4 days. Hopefully by the weekend is when we will start getting momentum back into the market. And I still have this level that when Bitcoin gets back above 60 grand, 60,000 is when we know, okay, it's time for us to be strong in again. Because right now what I'm doing and what I explained yesterday is I didn't want to buy yesterday because it was a 50-50. And I'm still in on the market, 70%. My money's still in on the capital, but I took a lot of good profits last week where I still have 30% of my capital remaining. Now I want to be strategic with that to be buying at the right point. So what I have done is I laddered a small amount in today because all of the alts from yesterday hit all the buy zones. They pulled back perfectly into those zones, which was good. So I started buying back in. And what I'm going to do is, again, get a little push up. When we come back down, stock up again. And I'm making sure that I have a bit more liquidity left for when we break that trend for the final step to then push up. But you can see now we are finally getting an engulfing candle, which means that we are finally now getting a bigger green candle than the red candle, which is good. We never had that previously. There was the big red candle. We never got a bigger candle. Now we're finally getting a bigger. So now we're starting to show a bit of fight, which is good. And now I'm happy that we came for the second set. So Bitcoin's good, right? Yeah. It's just...
Sheldon, just go back to your audio settings. It's the third one. The viewers have said it's the third setting. So just go, go on to audio and... go down. There we go. That's the one you want.
Okay, better?
Much better. There we go. Now I've got...
Apologize, guys. Apologize. Okay, so I hope everyone... Did you hear me there at least, Rand?
Yeah, we did. We did hear you, but now you sound a billion times better. While we're changing charts, we've got Andrew Wilson in the super chats asking, fantastic content. Are 100X still possible even if you didn't get into the IPO? Of course they are. I mean, go look at things like ThorChain or Rune. That one did 145X. Go look at Ethereum, go look at Cardano. So yes, of course, great quality projects, you can easily do 100X. It's about getting into the right quality project. So it definitely is. Thank you guys. We do appreciate the super chats. It's a function that we've just switched on for you guys because a lot of you were complaining that you weren't getting your chats out there. So now we've got the super chat function for you guys. Okay, talk to me about that.
Cool. So we still know that when Bitcoin is rallying down, dominance is going up. So we know that alts are the ones that get hurt more when Bitcoin starts to fall. And that makes sense because they've been getting all the growth. So what is a good sign now and what's giving me the indication that Bitcoin is going to start pushing up a little bit for today. And now we can see that dominance is starting to turn. So at least we know now that we are still in that sort of stage. Wherever Bitcoin pumps and it goes upwards, the dominance falls, which means the alts bounce big. So the alts are the ones that are falling quicker at the moment, but they're going to be the quicker ones to bounce back from these dumps. They're going to be the quicker ones to recover from these dumps. And we saw that with Chainlink. We saw them with a lot of them, how quickly after that big red candle the other day, we saw how quickly they bounce back up. So that is still in par and dominance is still good. So I still see dominance trailing down, trailing down, trailing down. The only time I see dominance pushing up again a bit is when obviously Bitcoin breaks that 60,000, that region again. It's going to need a little bit more of the dominance, but so far it's on track. As long as Bitcoin's going up, but dominance is going down, that's a good sign for the alts. Now, remember we did go yesterday with Bitcoin is if Bitcoin doesn't get back above that $60,000 level or that 57, we are going to have a warning sign. Okay, we are going to go to lower levels. So the importance is Bitcoin did come down hard and it did fall to that zone, but it's really got some work to do now to prove to us that we are still going up now and it's not going to be a temporary 2 week of a bear market for now. Temporary, not a long-term bear market, a short-term, but Bitcoin has to do that sort of recovery. Now, if it doesn't, the key levels that we are going to see is basically the 58,000 to the 59,000 sort of region. If we don't break through that, it's going to give us a good opportunity to sell back a lot of a good portion of our altcoins, a good portion of that, because we know that we can get them back. So what I mean by that is there's a lot of new guys that are in a loss, a lot of new guys that got in at the wrong time, and it's going to happen. I got in at the wrong time last year. I literally got in a week I started trading and the March drop happened. Literally. So I literally started trading and I lost 70% of my capital in the first week of my trading career.
Sure.
And yeah, no. So it does happen. But at least what I'm trying to say is we're going to have a chance to get back to where we were and to know, okay, let's get out. And at least you'll be getting out very close to your entries, very minimal losses, and you'll be able to capitalize on the next drop. So we have a good strategy to take this market. So having a look at Ethereum, it came perfectly down, just tip the top.
Sheldon, yes. Let's go back to Bitcoin. And I want you to take me to the 50-day moving average. And I want you to show me this cross that everyone's talking about. Everyone, the whole of all the crypto channels and everything else, they are looking at the 50-day moving average. And they are saying that Bitcoin has now crossed the 50-day moving average. I want you to take me through it and tell me whether this is indeed a bearish sign.
Okay, cool. So let me just set that up for you. So I'm not a moving average trader, but that's fine. So we can set that up. There we go. Okay. So that's what they're basically talking. And obviously the big concern is the first daily close under it. So you can see previously, we've always been holding the 50 MA as support. So previously, perfect bounce. We bounced above there, we bounced, and for the first time, we are closing at the bottom of the zone. Now, obviously, the big thing for us, so right now, it's not the best sign right now, and it isn't. The only way to obviously recover is we got to get back. If the daily close today, if we can show a strong pin bar candle here, and we can get back above that 56 to 57 mark, that will be a good sign for that, because even though we are a little bit under the 50 MA here, we are still showing a lot of fight here. And what I mean by that is there are big wicks. There's a lot of fight that's happening in the zone. So it's not just shooting straight through it and we're getting big closing candles. We are closing right in that sort of zone. So there is a lot of fighting. So I agree with that. You know, the bottom that we got this morning and yesterday, that should be the bottom for now. We should start making our way, start progressing in the market now, and then we're not just going to shoot up, but we need to start making our way up. So I'll keep eye on this. I understand what a lot of the guys are saying, which is good. You see, we've been holding it since day one, but look what happened here and previously. We just dropped it and we recovered. So there is a point where we can recover and we can get back above. It doesn't mean we are just going to fall completely. You can see how many times here. There we dropped it. We recovered. You see what I mean? So yes, it is a warning sign. So that's exactly what I wanted to see from the previous. Look how big that closing candle was out of it, where we literally dropped straight through it. Look how big that closing was. We are fighting it right at that zone. So we want to see that now we need to recover it. We need to get back above that zone, but it's not showing me a clear drop through it just yet. It isn't. So until we'll get a bit more sort of clarification as time goes, but for now we are fighting. That's big wicks, that's strong wicks, and daily has just hit the bottom of stochastic. What happened the last time we hit the bottom was there. The previous time we were chatting that 50,000 was going to be our low. Remember, that was exactly where we hit. There's our RSI right at the bottom again. So I'm going to give us a chance, and I'm not going to just say I know where my low levels are, and that's the low that we made the other day. That's my warning sign. We break that, I know we can come down to the next levels. Until then, I'm using the tools and I'm using the strategy. My RSIs have hit the bottom and I'm letting Bitcoin do what it needs to do. And we will know in a few days, get the hell out. We're going to get it a lot cheaper, or hold strong. We're going for the next leg. So we're good for now. We're good for now.
Okay, now let's say that I'm holding altcoins today and I'm starting to panic a little bit. I'm starting to panic about my altcoin position because altcoins are crashing. If I look at the Bitcoin year, the Bitcoin price only down by 5% or whatever else, but altcoins don't look so good. What would you do now? Would you be selling your altcoins? Would you be looking to buy, or would you just be sitting on your hands?
Yeah, so obviously I'm laddering in a few on the alts. The reason why I ran is because we're expecting a push up, a short-term push up from Bitcoin now, and dominance is dropping, which means I'm gonna give my altcoins a chance to regain a little bit of what's been lost. And once if we don't get to the certain levels where I need those altcoins to get, then I'll be getting out. But I'm not doing it now, because why? I'm selling the bottom. Whoever sells the bottom, we're supposed to be buying the bottoms, not selling the bottoms. So I'm going to give it this first. We're going to have at least, and I'm saying tomorrow is going to be a nice green day. I don't know if it's going to be a big green day, but tomorrow is going to be a good green day. And after that, we are going to see how far did they get. Are we finally getting higher highs? Are we finally reversing? If not, then I'll start swooping up and start taking bigger positions. But I'm not I'm not selling them now. I would never sell the red and sell the bottoms. Definitely not. It's just they have a job to do now. Our soldiers, they have a job to do. If they don't do that job, we are then going to free up some cash, because then we know we're definitely not looking too strong. But for now, I'm good. We just need another day or two. Let's see where they get. And then from that, so not really run. I'm actually laddering in smaller positions. I'm not just throwing everything in, but I'm buying these little lows to recuperate some of my higher entries. And if we don't get to certain zones, then I'll start taking a lot of profits out in the market.
What about this?
Tomorrow is what a lot of crypto investors are calling Doge Day 420. So what exactly does Doge Day 420 mean? Based off the hype of this topic and the fact that it's going to be 420, Doge is set to move from its current price of 39 cents and be pumped all the way up to 69 cents and perhaps even $1. Now, if we've learned anything from previous Doge pump efforts, we know that this is a strong possibility. Have you invested in Doge? Is this going to send your Doge bag to the moon? If you're pushing for Doge to go up tomorrow, leave me a comment in the comments section. Make sure you like and follow for more.
Oh,
Doge,
question.
Doge, Doge.
Are you trading this Dogecoin thing?
Well, definitely not now. I would have entered if I got those perfect entries. I'd be holding, yes, but I'm definitely not entering it now, because even if it goes to $1, you know, I'm risking. I'm literally in the middle land here. I can either lose 50% of my money, or I can make 60-70% of my money, and then for that, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, which means I might as well go to the casino. Instead of going for lunch after this, we can actually go to the casino, and we can rather put the money there because it can go either way, and then that's the truth on it. So to enter now is absolutely berserk. I won't enter it, but if you're holding it, I'd give it the chance to see what actually happens. And what is nice is there's a
where would you put your stop loss? Where would you put your stop loss if you were in a Doge trade now? Where would you put the stop loss?
Around about the 29 cents sort of mark will be a good, because it's outside my trend over here in this sort of zone. So I do have a sort of trend, which is nice. It's at least giving me some sort of trend. There is actually a sharper trend, especially if you guys got in early. Bank your profits, because you've made some ridiculous profits. So even if you intensify the trend that we're actually moving in, and you can see that's the actual momentum we're moving in, is my stop loss will continuously, as long as today goes and as long as we rally up. At any point we start breaking under this trend is when I'll be taking. I won't even wait for my stop loss to hit. I'll be setting alarm here. So you can trail your stop loss, put it in at 29 cents now, anywhere in that region. But anywhere where we start to break and lose momentum, why must I wait for my stop loss to hit? I'd rather just take profits. So this is a very nice, we can see the intensified. It's running at this momentum as soon as we stop this momentum, which means that you can trail this thing and it can go all the way to 60 cents, which is one of my fib levels. I took it from the top point there to there, the 618, the 1618, showing me the 60 cents sort of mark is where Doge can be getting. But at least I have this trend as well. So it means you can track, if Doge wants to go to $1, you'll take it to $1. But until we drop this trend is when you're going to start banking profits. So trail your stop loss with that support trend line. I'll make it big so everyone can just track that in to see that.
It's just insane right now.
Oh, sorry, that was George coming on to our show again and saying things. All right, let's go on. Let's go look at some real altcoins. Let's break away from the meme coins.
Okay.
Get into some action. What are we buying?
Cool. So I'm going to very quick just pop through them. Yeah, all of them yesterday. I hope you all got them. Bitcoin Cash dropped into the zone, perfect top of the buy zone. That was good. And what's nice with Bitcoin Cash, we are breaking trend, which is good. So we are starting to break. There we go. Do you remember what I told you? And the alts are going to pop from this a lot quicker than what Bitcoin's going to. Definitely, because that's what it is. Dominance is dropping when Bitcoin goes up. So look how quickly the alts pop up compared to what Bitcoin does, which is good. So you can see Bitcoin Cash is looking good. We have broken that out there, and that's looking good. So Bitcoin Cash, I hope you're stocked up, but still in this zone. Anywhere under $1,000 is still, it's a good top-up zone. It's not a go crazy zone, but it's a good top-up zone. Add some to your bags and get ready that at any point we come back down to the 900 level, we can buy a little bit more. We're at that sort of stage. We've got to strategically place our buys as we make our way through. So Bitcoin Cash is good. And I still got that next target of 1,300 to 1,400 mark. That's looking good. Kusama got a little bit exaggerated yesterday, but it actually just came and tested supports. So we had our first add-in buy zones between yesterday that we spoke, the 360, the 400 mark, and I had the second one, which it did actually come to perfectly, which was good. So it did take a bit of a strong push downwards, but the ones that usually take the stronger push downwards are the ones that bounce back bigger. It's just going to slow down in the zone a bit. So any add-on zones between the 300, what's your opinion for getting Kusama at $300 to $330, Rand?
Listen,
did you ever think?
I would buy Kusama any day of the week. I mean, even now at 345, Kusama is, I mean, 345 for Kusama. Look, I'm a fundamentals guy. I've got a long-term view. I'm not even looking at the charts. I'm buying Kusama. Sheldon, there are 8,500 people in the stream, and there are 4,500 likes. How does that make you feel?
I don't know. I kind of want to keep blowing it up and keep coming every day and giving the market to everyone, help everyone. So the support means a lot. It does. It keeps us going. You know, we haven't actually had a break for the last 9 days. We've come every single day. So it is highly appreciated to see the support out there, just to know that you like what we're doing and you enjoy having company in this and you're not alone through it. I think that's a big thing for everyone. So
come on,
it
guys.
would be highly appreciated.
1,000 of you in the waiting room in the chat. Come on, just reach out, smash that like button. Let's get this content out to everybody else. Let's get this content out to everybody else. Let's do it.
Cool. So everything has been exaggerated, guys. But what's nice is, like, even with Win, it's just come back down to the support we spoke about yesterday. So all of them just drop back down into these bar zones, which is good. What's nice is I see us that we're short term. We're actually going to be breaking soon. And the thing is with Win, a 20% drop is nothing, because the coin pumps are 30-40% in one candle on a 4-hour. We can see these candles. It's absolutely ridiculous when this coin gets going. So for me, it was special. It's like going into the Mercedes shop and seeing a car for $5,000. You know what I mean? It's literally bargains that we are catching. So this is still, we are still in good add-on zones for the Win token, for us to be getting in the zone. Still good. And obviously I got a lot higher targets. We will get to the targets once we have broken out of the trend. So we'll get to that. So Win is looking good. SXP, what were the words from you yesterday, Red? That SXP won't come back down to it. Perfectly. So it came straight down to 3.2, straight back into our bar zone from yesterday, which was good. And now you can see we are finally getting an engulfing candle where we're starting to engulf the redness that we have gotten. So SXP, even now, it's still good zones. Add to your SXP bags, because there's still a lot to come. I don't know if you saw that tweet. From what's it, Jay-Z from Binance, saying on Swap as well. I'll actually get it for us a bit later. It's actually a very big one to show that Binance is seriously still a big investor in SXP and Swap, and they're backing it strongly. So we always know that that is a big thing to have, which is good. So SXP is looking good, and there's obviously we'll focus on the targets going forward. Litecoin dropped beautifully into our buy. Perfect yesterday. Straight into from the 220 to the 240. So we have popped out good, and we are getting the engulfing, which is nice. For those who did miss, what will be a nice little buy as well is this little trend line. So if I draw it in there, jump to the 1 hour, and you will see this trend line perfectly that I'm tracking. So all that I'm doing is tracking the momentum that we're doing to the downward side, and it's actually making me a nice flag here. So the breakout of that will also be a good add-on bar for the guys that have missed on Litecoin. So Litecoin popped in beautifully. VTHO is bouncing great. So we just came back down into our bar zone from yesterday beautifully. So you see, guys, we just came back to the zones where we dropped the other day. We didn't go to all the way to the lows, but they come and they capture liquidity again. And VTHO, so all of the coins are showing us the same sort of thing. And what's nice with VTHO is I added some in that bag, definitely, in the bar zone. And we have a nice little trend there as well. The break of that trend is strong. There's one thing I'm learning with VTHO is it's going to recover so fast from this. It's going to outdo a lot. You can see how the market's starting to turn a little bit green again. So that's good. We are getting somewhere. So VTHO is good. Sushi is actually still very close to the bar zone add-in. So this will be a good add-in zone for those who missed the sushi bars. If you did get in, no problem. From the previous on Sunday, that's fine. Just be a bit patient. We are going to have a fight back. And what I mean by that is sushi is going to fight for this trend again. It's going to fight its way up. If we don't break this trend, we take some profits. We know we can buy back again over there. So the main thing that I want everyone to be taking from today is there's gonna be a chance for us to get out, and there will be warning signs. So don't just sell now, because you're going to be giving profits back. All our RSIs have hit the bottom. We're going to have a little bit of fight back in the market, and then we can decide should we be staying in or not. So I'm definitely not selling up, and I'm holding for the push up, and then we'll see. So Injective, there we go. It's looking really good. Beautiful drop to the bottom. It hit the perfect at the bottom of the bar zone. So that was good. And now that's looking good for the push up. So Injective's looking good. SKL also to the zone. It just came and tested beautifully. We have a nice trend resistance there, so that will be a great buy to stock up a little bit over here, and obviously we'll be buying more on the break or the confirmation. So that's looking really good. Our dear Phantom finally got momentum, finally was getting somewhere, and Bitcoin just sneezed, but it came down perfectly, tested our trend line again. So that wick just showed you how exaggerated it was. That was out to get stop loss, that was out to liquidate. This was a hunt to scare the crap out of everyone. And the only time they ever do this is because they want to buy your coins. That's the main understanding of what's happened. So Phantom, beautiful test. It's still a good add-on zone in this level, and it's gonna go attempt for those highs again. If we don't break those highs and get back above 57, we are going to take some profits and we'll buy it back in this region. But for now, it's good for us to push up. Looking at Theta as well came perfectly back into the zone. If we don't get back above $12, so you can see it's coming very close to the ranges where we're getting in on these coins, which means we're taking minimal loss if it does go wrong. But we are finally getting engulfing candles. So this is positive, guys. We are good. It was a buy zone. It was specials for everyone.
Sheldon, would you say, given the fact that we got engulfing candles, would you say that we've seen the worst? Would you say that we're out of the woods now and that you kind of think that the charts are going to start turning upwards now?
Yeah, definitely. And then what they're going to do is they're going to gradually start moving up. But then it's going to say, okay, we've either made enough from the comeback now, or we haven't. Okay, now let's take it out now, because now we're definitely coming down. Because if we don't get higher highs and reverse, like Bitcoin back to 60, 40K Bitcoin, it's sad to say, but it can happen. It definitely can. And we just got to always be prepared. So for now, we are good. We are great, Ran. That's nothing to be panicked about now. We will know the panic when we get there. Chainlink. There's so much news on Chainlink, guys. This is bargain. The fact that we got it back at 33 to 35 yesterday was brilliant. Look how quickly this coin bounces back when Bitcoin just starts making a bit of progress.
I wish I would have bought yesterday at 33, 34. I should have put in orders and I never put in the orders. Damn.
Bargain. So I think Chainlink's going to absolutely explode from here. I really do. Even if Bitcoin just goes to 57, I think Chainlink's going to push and it's going to go 50, 60. We'll see where it goes. But that was an absolute steal. For those who didn't get the buy, a good add-on buy will be good for Chainlink on the break of this trend over here. So you just take those two tops that we've made, and it gives you a trend line. And what does it give you? It gives you a nice little flag for you. So the break of that flag and a 4-hour candle close out there will be a good zone for you to be adding on, to know that we are starting to, we just need a higher high. We've got to know higher highs. The main thing that is positive was there was the high. We made a lower high. There's the low. We have finally made a higher low. So what do we need after a higher low? A higher high. So if we get a higher high, ain't no way, and we know that link is going. So I'm going to go through these. How's our time there, Ant? Just keep me updated on that as well.
I mean, I think on these days, we can do slightly longer streams. I think we need to help the community. There's a lot of coins, there's a lot of people in our trades. So yeah, let's stay on for a little bit longer.
Cool. So Cardano is still good. We actually haven't bounced too much out of the zone yet. So Cardano is a great add-on zone. What's your opinion on $1.2 for Cardano? I think it's a great price.
I mean, I would be buying. Look, because my entry point on Cardano was so early. I mean, my first entry point was about 3 or 4 cents. So you know, for me to be adding, at $1.20, I'd wait for under $1. If we would ever see it under $1 again, then I'd buy it. But I mean, for me, I don't need more. I've got a big proportion of my portfolio in Cardano. So under 120, I guess if you can get anywhere near the 110 or under $1, wow.
And yesterday we hit 1.12, so it was very close to that range. You know, there's always a possibility it can come revisit the zones. But the first thing is it's going to go try for the 1.4 first. If we get past the 1.4, we'll buy the retest of this trend. But at least you know by taking the trade here and adding some of your bags now, you're going to get some sort of growth. Doesn't mean now you're going to get the growth where you're going to hold this now and it's going to 100% from here. It means you can get a nice 15, 20% from here. And if we break through, cool, then we can go for 100%. But if it doesn't, you bank your 20% and we'll take that extra 20% and we'll buy it again at the bottom. So we're still going to make gains by buying in these zones. It's just about, is it going to be 20% gains or is it going to be 100% gains? That we will see over a bit more candles as we progress. But we're going to make some money here from entering these zones. So Cardano is looking good. And obviously, I got higher targets. We will get to the targets as we get there. Now, Algo was one we were talking about. And this one is still in buy zone. So this one is good. For those who missed it, this is a good
drop. Algo had a massive drop yesterday. I mean, I didn't see the whole drop yesterday. I'm actually just looking here on my...
Let's measure it. So from where, even from the initial drop, 35%. So even from where we are now, that was the full drop, but from where we are now to where we are there, you're getting Algo for 28% off than where it was 4 days ago.
Probably a good one to be adding.
So just start laddering in, which will be good. Start stocking up a little bit of them, and we'll see as we progress. Because what it will do is if we get the higher high, we will come test, we'll add some more, and then we can get the break, because that will give us a perfect flag for us to get in. So I'm buying little bits, just stocking up, and we will buy the retests as we start progressing. So algo's good. The one that I gave you guys yesterday, Bull, beautiful push back down straight into buy zone. So I hope you guys got some entries there that hits it perfectly. And this one I'm looking good. What is nice is I have a nice resistance point. So either Bull is going to be giving us a push from the buy zone. Just mark it there, from the buy zone to there. So either Bull's going to give us a 27%, or we're going to break it and it's going to end up giving us a hell of a lot more. So a minimum of 20%. We'll see by tomorrow and the day after where we're sitting. And then I'll be telling you guys to take those profits on Bull. 20% is good because it means we're going to come back and we can get some more. Or we're setting ourselves up for something, because what happens if it breaks out of that? Then we are absolutely sitting right at the bottom and we're going to enjoy it good. So we're going to make profits no matter what. It's just about how much profits. The next one that's just come out of buy zone, BZRX. It's a bargain from where we were. Look how big that is off of the drop. How much is the special over there? 33%, even from where we are now. And from where we fell from, and you remember looking at the chart on the dailies, we are only halfway up from the other side of the cup. The other side takes us to $1.6. So this is a very good smaller cap coin where we stock up a bit, and it can obviously make us tremendous amounts of gains. And look at that engulfing candle. We are finally getting anywhere here from the previous drop. Do you see any candles that were getting bigger than the red ones? No, you don't. Now we are finally seeing that we are starting to engulf all that negative, all the red candles, which is good. So that's looking great. Now, the three I want to talk about today, it kind of sucks that these things pop at the time that we decide to always come, but is definitely ontology. Why? Because the ontology to BTC chart is looking amazing. We see hundreds of percents of gains to Bitcoin on the BTC chart. So it's definitely a coin. I've been focusing so much on the BTC pairs, even though we're trading it to the USDT, it doesn't matter. It just means that when we want to finally sell the coins after all the gains, we can go into Bitcoin, and we would have made a hell of a lot of Bitcoin by going back. So we will decide what currency we want to sell back into, all considering where Bitcoin is and how it's sitting. But even where we are sitting, ontology is a really good buy, especially because of the backing of Bitcoin and how beautiful that chart's looking. Now, ontology, anywhere in these zones are good. And what's nice is if I jump to the 1 hour, so we can go have a look, is we are starting to now break out of that trend while we are about to. So I think that will be the clear buy, because we just popped out of the buy zone as we're busy with the webinar, is that will be a really good indicator buy. So if you jump to the 1 hour and you put your resistance in play, the break of that will be great. And obviously we're going to look for the higher high. So push through, higher high, buy the break, buy the test, and then we make our way up. And you can see the zones that I'm looking at for the next levels of ontology is looking between the $3 to the 3.3. So that's big gains. It's good 50, 60%. I think the alts are going to recover tremendously from this drop. I just think Bitcoin's going to take time, but I think the alts are going to really grow tremendously. And the same with Neo. So Neo, if we jump to the 1 hour, they're showing, I love it when everything is rhyming and showing
all
us
the Chinese blockchains. This is showing you a theme. I mean, read between the lines here. Chinese blockchain, Neo, ontology, all the Chinese stocks are going up. Yesterday or 2 days ago, the vice president of the People's Bank of China said that cryptocurrencies, and specifically Bitcoin, should be seen as an alternative investment. China is getting back into the mix. Here's a trend for you guys. Here's a trend. That's exactly. Freddie, maybe later on the show we should cover the Chinese coins. Let's cover the Chinese.
I think so.
coins.
I think that will be good.
Yeah,
because it's a trend. We need to move to the trends. We have to. So here's a nice one, guys, for Neo. So if it does come down to buy zone, beautiful. Anywhere catching this thing between $90 and $105 is a great entry. Otherwise, you keep your resistance in play. The break of resistance, buy some Neo, the retest, add to your bag. And there we go for the next one. But the main thing is, guys, is we are dumping. Yes, we had a dump and a big candle. But what is bouncing back quickly? The altcoins. And you're going to look back a week later, you're going to be like, damn, we came all the way down, and look at these altcoins they're going to be above from where they were. So it's very important to see how we trade in this market. As long as Bitcoin, whenever Bitcoin goes up and that dominance falls, guys, it is nice to be trading. It just still means that altcoins is the way to go right now. And Bitcoin's just going to take a lot more longer. It's going to take more time. So NEO is looking good. We have a beautiful trend. And the last one that I want to add to you guys, which is just popping out, but it's still in buy zone, is Beam. It's also on USDT. And this is a nice one, beautiful chart. It looks really, really good. We came and test support brilliantly, and we've come to test these zones. So this is a really good zone to add some to your bag. And what's nice is start using the strategy with me. Take your trend line, draw your trend line in. As long as you guys are learning skills, I'm happy. Anyone can just take signals from anyone, or that as long as you are learning the skills with me, I'm very happy. I want to teach you a skill, and that's the main thing. So stock up in the zone and buy some more on the break and buy some more on the test. And this one, I see us getting to 2.6 to 2.8 for the next level. So that's a good 60, 70, 80% away, and that's looking good. So
alrighty,
that's at my side, man.
Okay, a few things. We have some super chats. Let's look at the super chats. We got you. This is from BB Meister. It says we need some Mantra DAO in the Banter bags. One of the best launchpad projects. Okay, Mantra DAO. I'll get hold of Mantra DAO and I'll get us some Banter bags there. You guys are the best. Love your show. Can you please check out VRA, Veracity? Would love to see you guys cover this. Sheldon, tomorrow, let's cover Veracity, and that's for Chuck Carlson. And then you got, can you cover Copiosa, COP on BSC Pancake Club? Let's have a look at it. Let's cover that one tomorrow. Then remember, guys, we have a partnership with Bybit. We love Bybit. That's our favorite exchange. We actually have a serious partnership with them, not really a sponsorship. So you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is to sign up using the referral link below. Not only that, because you sign up with the referral link below, we want to support you guys. So let's say the following. Lillian Peter, if you have a Bybit account on the Crypto Banter referral code, now, before this, you get yourself $1,000. And if, let's have another one. Paris from Greece, if you have yourself a Bybit account right now, before this, obviously it's too late if you haven't got it, and you have one on the Crypto Banter referral link, then you get $1,000. Elmo, if you have a Bybit account and you have one with the Crypto Banter referral link, you get yourself $1,000. And we're just going to keep on and keep on and keep on doing this. And not only that, if you do sign up for Bybit, we are going to give you amazing specials. So things like, Freddie, call up all the specials. So if you deposit 0.1 BTC, you get a $150 bonus. 0.2 BTC gives you $300 bonus. These are the bonuses. So you want to support us? That is one cool way to support us with a referral link. Guys, we do have, we have a Stray15 who says, much love from Durban. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the super chats. We have HBK Grand. Great work, guys. Love your show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The show would be nothing without you guys. And I hope that I haven't missed any super chats. Great work. Love your show. Much love from Durban. That's from Stray15. Yeah, we don't need the super chats, guys. You don't need to throw your money at us. But if you do, just thank you. Support the channel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. That is the best thing you can do. So today, later on the show, big announcements from PayPal today. They've just announced that Venmo, you can buy and sell Bitcoin on Venmo, which brings more Bitcoin to more people in more countries. Huge, huge, huge. Also, we'll analyze the China news and talk to you about which tokens you should be buying if you want to be riding this China pup. So we will see you again later, 10 a.m. EST. Until then, if you are trading, make money, trade well, my friends. Let's get those green candles engulfing. The engulfing candle. I learned a new term today. Let's get those engulfing candles. Freddie, let's get those engulfing candles, bro. All right, much love to you guys. See you again at 10 a.m. EST. I'm Crypto Man Ran, checking out with my sniper. See you again at 10 a.m. EST.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for